Hi, may I speak to Chris, please?
This is Chris.
Hey, Chris. Is this Chris Marshall?
It's Chris.
Hey, Chris. This is Shawn Cox calling. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing well.
Hey, I'm calling in regards to a mutual client that we both have. His name is David Martinez.
Okay.
You know the name?
I do.
Okay. The reason I'm calling, Chris, is I'm a mediator. What I do is that David had called me because he wants to go into a mediation because I guess you guys have some kind of unresolved dispute with the pool. Before we go into that, let me just tell you, I can't, as a mediator, I'm not allowed to take sides. I'm not calling on his behalf. I'm calling to see if you'd be interested in mediation. And how the mediation process works is that the two of you would get together. I act as a neutral third party. The two of you would be able to take turns discussing your options so that you could try to get, so that he can go ahead and get his pool finished and you can go ahead and get the money that's due you for what's going on. Is this something that you'd be interested in sitting down with him and doing?
Sure.
Okay. Have you ever been through a mediation before?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, the good thing about the whole mediation process is like this, is that it's going to save you guys both a bunch of money because you don't have to go to court or nothing like that at all. We should be able to come to agreement pretty rapidly. You two guys will decide the outcome, not me or not anybody else, no attorneys involved, nothing like that at all. There's a great degree of control and predictability, meaning that because you guys are going to decide what's going to do, you can decide whether we're going to go ahead and do it or not, whether the agreement will be binding. And if any time during the mediation you guys decide that it's not for you, you have the option of walking out because it's strictly voluntary. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now, all that David has told me is that he still owes you guys some money and doesn't want to pay you because the pool's not finished yet. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Can you go ahead and tell me what issues you're having?
Well, see, I need to collect the money. I'm working and Mr. Martinez states that in the contract there was a time frame agreement. Nowhere in the contract does it state there was a time frame agreement. And that's my debate. That's what I'm fighting, arguing.
Okay, so if I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying because it's not in writing, you don't think, because something is not in writing and he thinks that it is the issue that you're having, that you think he should go ahead and pay you, right?
That's right.
Okay, now what else was in the contract?
Pretty much the cost of the labor, and pretty much is what it is. It's just the cost of labor, and
Okay, and just out of curiosity, what's the reason that you guys haven't finished the work yet?
weather.
Weather? Okay. And that's the only thing stopping you guys?
Yes, sir, it has.
All right, now I also...
It delayed the process a little bit, but yeah.
All right, and you're unable to go ahead and move forward with the project until you get your final sum of money, correct?
Well, that is right, yes, sir.
Okay.
See, I gotta pay my guys.
I completely understand. It's important to make sure that your business runs smoothly and you can keep paying everybody, otherwise you're not going to have any employees.
Exactly. How am I gonna move forward if I ain't paying my employees?
Okay. All right. How soon would you guys be able to get? I've already talked to David. He's open to a date. Would you guys be able to come into my office within the next few days, so that we can go ahead and sit down and talk to each other?
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. Now, as far as the fees goes, there is a fee associated with my service. I do charge $2.75 an hour with a minimum of 2 hours. David has went ahead and agreed to pay half. Would you go ahead and pay the other half?
Yeah, as soon as he pays me.
All right. So that's not a problem. That's a completely separate issue, but you'll split the cost with him as well, so that we can go ahead and try to resolve this issue. Correct?
That's fine.
All right, Chris. Now, this phone number that I have here, is that the best number on file to reach you?
Yes, sir, that is.
All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get an agreement to mediate. I will forward a copy to both of you, and then when we convene in the mediation, I'll have a copy with me that will cover that during the mediation process. Do you have any other questions or concerns for me at all?
No, I don't.
All right, well, I appreciate your very open reception, Chris. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me, and I'll be talking to you guys very soon, okay?
Well, you're welcome, Mr. Cox.
All right, thank you.